Welcome back, guys. My name is Skaliber, and today I just wanted to give you a bit of a demonstration for a hotfix I've just released for SGT v2 and SMC v2, and a little bit of an update as well on the results of SBS being rewritten as well. Now, we very recently found out that Minecraft 1.15 will be coming out on December 10th, which is amazing news. I've actually been kind of low-key really hoping that it wasn't going to be too long, because a lot of the issues that currently stand with SBS are obviously just code-related, but some of them are simply unfixable due to the way that Minecraft currently works. Or, well, they would be fixable, but it would just be a really awkward way of doing it and not worth doing, considering we were going to get the fix very soon. But for those of you that don't know, if you have Better Sleeping installed right now, phantom spawning makes no sense. Unfortunately, the way that the game calculates insomnia, which is the stat that gets used to calculate whether or not you should have a phantom spawn above your location, that obviously just counts up like it normally would, and then your day-night cycle just moves ridiculously slowly. So pretty much every single night you will be swarmed with phantoms, and if it's a blood moon and you can't sleep away the night, you'll have a new pack of phantoms spawning every 30 seconds to 60 seconds. It's very dumb, and unfortunately it's a bug that I couldn't fix. But 1.15 is adding the ability to disable natural phantom spawning, so obviously as soon as that is in the game, we'll be taking advantage of that to make that work properly. Now, for those of you that don't know, in SGT version 2.0 and also SMC version 2.0, I created a sort of library for the mods that gives them a few functions that they can rely on for certain things. Now, beforehand, the way that this worked in terms of the time being reset in SBS is during the middle of the day, or to be precise, at 5,999, when we know when the time is 5999, the game would basically run a random roll to see if it was going to be a lunar event. At the moment, the only one that exists is the blood moon. But if not, it was just going to say, okay, that's fine. Well, if it's not going to be any sort of lunar event or anything, wait one tick for when it's going to be times 6,000, and then set the time to 6,000. So what that would do is it would mean that when the time reached 5999, it would instantly set the time, well, no, it would wait one tick and then set the time to 6,000, which is what it would already be, but it would reset the day-night cycle so that you didn't have weird, funky moons every day, and it would basically only shift to the correct cycle when the moon was required, so it would shift by the right amount based on which moon you had, based on the lunar event cycle, basically syncing up the Optifine moon phases with everything else. Now, if you were looking there, as we passed 5999 on Skaliber's Datapack info, you can see we have the value time over here. When that passed 5,999, our day count, which is over, on the left-hand side here behind where it says haste, that actually went up by 2. I'll show you that once again. So if we were to go time add, I'm actually just going to go, how can I do this, 23,500. So we're on time 5999, and as you can see there, it went from 190 to 192. If I can, I'll zoom in on that or circle it or put an arrow next to it or something. But basically what I've now decided to do with the lunar events is separate it into a number of different files. I'm actually just going to get the folder up right here because it's probably just easier to demonstrate in there. If we go to SDR, this will be SDR 114.6. very soon, but if we go to Minecraft, Optifine, nope, Minecraft, Textures, Environment, Moon Phases, this is now the Moon Phases file. Now, in version 2.0, I am planning on adding the supermoon. It might not be in version 2.0, it might be in version 2.1 or 2.2 or whatever, but I am planning on adding the supermoon next after the blood moon. So this is now what the sheet looks like. Beforehand, what it was is the first tile was the regular moon, and that was animated through Optifine Anim. The way that works, if we go back once again, is if we go to Optifine, Animation, Moon, we have this huge animation file, which is like a really HD version of the moon. If we zoom in there, you can see just about how high quality this is. It's quite high definition, but these are all frames, and the frames are 256 bits wide and in height as well. And it would basically target that spot on the the thing here, and it would animate this first frame. We now have 4 animation files which target here, 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 and here. So basically all 4 of these moons are being animated with this same animation file now, which means that whenever we get to the middle of the daytime, instead of doing time set 0, we can just do time add 48,000. Now time add 24,000 would make it the sun, but during the blood moon cycle, and then time add 48,000 makes it the sun, but during the next default moon cycle. Now, one thing I could have done to avoid this entirely is just simply do time add, I believe the value is 192,000. It might be. Let's just be sure. I'm obviously being very weird with the windows open here. But if we do 24,000, That's 20. There we go. 24,000 times 8, which would, if it was this cycle right here, and we did time add 192,000, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then all the way back around to this one right here. So we would still be able to use just one moon cycle. Now, in theory, I may even be able to just make it so that it's 2 moon cycles or even 3 moon cycles or whatever. But by having it be this 4 moon cycles, it gives us the option to have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 custom moons. I mean, beforehand we could have 7, but now we can have 4. And by adding time 48,000 each time it's midday, it means that we can still keep track of things like local difficulty, which previously just weren't working at all. So if you want to head over to the website and download these 2 hot fixes now, you will need to make sure you have the most recent version of SDR. And then there you go. SBS, when it is released, will be working much better, and you will no longer have any issues with local difficulty or also iron farms because of the day being reset either. So a little hot fix there. I just wanted to give it a quick demonstration of why it's been done, what it does. But basically, iron farms were broken. They are now no longer broken. Local difficulty wasn't working before. Now it's at double speed. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to go download the data packs, and I will see you very soon for some more SBS updates coming, hopefully before the end of this century. Take care. Bye-bye.